Look at your current bank balance, your job, and even your debts. While we usually view these as the random results of hard work or bad luck, Rhonda Byrne's framework suggests they are the outputs of a specific background process. This theory proposes that your brain acts as a literal magnet, meaning your past thoughts have actively programmed and pulled in every circumstance you currently experience. This concept was the foundation of the 2006 book, The Secret. Selling 30 million copies across 50 languages, the text translated these abstract ideas into a global phenomenon by presenting them as a reliable, hidden law. But the book argues this isn't a modern discovery. It positions the law of attraction as a principle that has been understood and coveted by prominent thinkers throughout history. Figures like Albert Einstein are cited as having used this knowledge as the engine behind their own outputs. Without this knowledge, the book suggests society conditions us to live like exhausted machines. We operate on a treadmill, putting in immense physical effort, but lacking the internal power to create forward momentum. To step off that treadmill, you have to treat the law of attraction like a background process on a computer. Every thought is a data entry. On the left, negative thoughts yield a downward cascade of red data. On the right, a focused goal generates upward trending green momentum. The algorithm is always running. However, most input data incorrectly. The algorithm doesn't process modifiers like hate. If you think, "I hate debt," the system isolates the keyword debt, multiplying that reality across your screen. To change your physical results, you have to move beyond these default settings. You must learn how to intentionally rewrite the subconscious code you are transmitting to the world. This rewrite happens in 3 specific stages. Drop number 1 is to ask. The universe requires explicit, detailed commands to function. If your request is a vague wish like, "I want a better life," the system returns a null result because it hasn't been given a specific target. Properly formatting this command requires a specific writing mechanic. You must write your goal in the present tense, starting with a declaration of gratitude. "I am so happy and grateful now that..." You then complete that sentence with hyper-specific details. Whether it's a specific dollar amount or an exact job title, you must leave no room for algorithmic misinterpretation. Drop number 2 is to act as if. This is the specific failure point where 99% of people lose their momentum. Manifestation fails when a user makes a bold request for success, but their daily physical actions and micro-habits violently contradict what they've asked for. You cannot demand immense wealth from the universe while simultaneously acting terrified and complaining every time you pay for a simple cup of coffee. Your physical actions are the data the universe actually tracks. Drop number 3 is to receive. This is about aligning your emotional frequency with the desired outcome before it physically arrives in your life. The fastest way to pull a goal toward you is to artificially generate and feel the exact joy and happiness right now that the goal would bring you in the future. Avoid the trap of delaying your happiness until the object arrives. The algorithm requires you to broadcast the emotional frequency first to pull the object in. These 3 drops form an unbroken circuit: clear intention, aligned action, and preemptive emotion. If any one step is missing, the manifestation fails to load. To see how physical action triggers this system, we can look at a case study from the book involving a woman attempting to attract her perfect life partner. She executed the first step perfectly. She created a detailed list of her ideal partner's traits and spent her time visualizing him in her life. But despite her mental clarity, absolutely nothing happened for months. She eventually realized the failure was in her physical environment. She was sleeping in the dead center of her bed and filling her entire closet. Her actions were broadcasting a clear signal. There was no physical space for anyone else to exist. She immediately corrected this by clearing out half of her closet and forcing herself to sleep on only one side of the bed to make room for the partner she requested. Shortly after aligning her physical space with her mental request, she met her perfect partner and they got married. The universe only delivers the output when your physical environment and daily actions prove that you actually expect the goal to arrive. Now it's time to transition from theory to execution. You can begin rewriting your reality tonight with a simple 24-hour blueprint. Step 1. Tonight, take a piece of paper and write down your biggest goal in the present tense, following the "I am so happy and grateful now that" format. Step 2. Identify one behavior you have planned for tomorrow that contradicts your goal and completely reverse it. Do one thing to act as if the goal is already a fact. Step 3. Tomorrow morning, dedicate exactly 5 minutes to visualizing your goal and artificially generating the feeling of immense gratitude. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You now possess the exact algorithmic blueprint to reverse engineer your physical reality. For more weekly knowledge drops to help you build life on your own rules, subscribe to Baba Drops.